Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Celebrity Update, where I hit you up with the latest update and all what you will like to know. To support this channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss in any of my uploads. Stay tuned and stay blessed while you watch the latest update. Thank you. Kanye West wraps his arms around Cheney Jones on cozy getaway together. Jet-sitters. Kanye West and Cheney Jones took their courting international. The famous rapper and his cutting-edge muse had been noticed taking part in the attractions and sounds of Tokyo, Japan on Wednesday, May 4. In snaps published to the Kim Kardashian lookalikes Instagram and different fan sites below, the pair appeared pretty relaxed as they walked alongside the streets side by side, preventing to take with inside the breathtaking perspectives of the cosmopolitan town. Kanye saved a low-key parent in his baseball hat and outsized plaid blouse for the day trip. Cheney, whether or not deliberately or not, channeled Kanye's ex-spouse as soon as again, strutting the streets in a photographed black leather-based jacket and tiny black biker shorts. With her raven tresses left lengthy and loose, the Instagram version appeared lovely as she crowned off the excessive style appearance in a fixed of strappy heels. The remote places jaunt comes after Kanye and Cheney had been visible striking out again with inside the states recently, with a dinner date in Malibu and a excursion in Utah. Thanks for watching till the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like and comments so we pull forward with more updates. Stay blessed and stay tuned for more. See you next time. Khloe Kardashian reacts after looking her and Tristan Thompson's mystery reconciliation on the Kardashians. Khloe Kardashian feedback on Tristan and her dating in the Kardashians. The fourth episode of the Kardashians changed into launched lately on May 6, all through which it changed into found out that she and Tristan Thompson have been secretly returned collectively earlier than his bombshell paternity scandal. In the episode, which showcased her sister Kourtney's engagement with Travis Barker, additionally noticed Khloe speak approximately her dating with Thompson. During the episode, Khloe changed into visible discussing with Kim how Tristan and her doing after he flew in for the proposal. She stated, "This changed into something he changed into now, no longer going to overlook the good American." Clothier stated at the episode, "We are correct. We are definitely in a virtually correct place. We simply were given, returned collectively, and he has been going to remedy a lot. There has simply been loads of attempt on his part." After the episode aired on May 5, Khloe took to her Twitter account to publish a response to similar to she wrote, "Well, we realize how this aged number the Kardashians. Khloe and Tristan, who commenced relationship in 2016, proportion 4-year vintage daughter true. After dishonest scandals concerning Thompson, the couple cut up in February 2019. Although they were given, returned collectively amid the coronavirus pandemic, and later known as it quits once more in June 2021, earlier than quietly getting returned collectively that October as visible at the show. The couple in the end cut up once more, Alvin, though following Thompson's paternity match, which proved him to be the daddy of Marilee Nichols' baby, following which the NBA participant additionally shared an apology for Kardashian on Instagram in which he stated, "Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I even have prompted you. You don't deserve the manner I even have dealt with you over the years." Kim Kardashian gave Pete Davidson the arm sweet glow up. SNL famous person swaps sloppy stoner search for spray tans, fashion dressmaker garments and shades at night. Pete Davidson has passed through pretty the arm sweet glow up ever in view that starting his courting with Kim Kardashian. The transformation has been on complete show in latest days, with Pete, 28, swapping his slobby stoner search for spray tans, fashion dressmaker suits, or even sporting shades at night. Fans couldn't assist however pay attention to Pete's sparkling tan on the Met Gala in advance this week, and the comedian found out he had certainly gotten his first actual spray tan all through his set at Netflix's A Joke This Beyond weekend. Want to recognize something simply funny? This is the most unearthly sentence I've ever said. I could not positioned makeup on for this due to the fact I were given a twig tan, he said. Which I suppose is the most unearthly issue I've ever said, ever. I've in no way were given a twig tan earlier than I requested my boy I turned into. Do I do my DOK and ass? Like I do not know what I'm speculated to do. Do I get like one of these like Borat effing speedos? I had no idea. My boy turned into like go away at white, extra extraordinary that way. Pete in reality has been setting extra attempt into his appears in latest days. While Pete hardly ever held a candle to Kim in her Marilyn Monroe get dressed on the Met Gala, there has been no denying the newly tanned comedian turned into searching good. Wearing black sunglasses and a Dior in shape, Pete turned into a much cry from the funky outfit he wore to the gala at 12 months in advance and earlier than his romance with Kim began. Pete turned into additionally searching pretty dapper on the White House Correspondents' Dinner with Kim. Once more sporting shades of the pink carpet, Pete turned into searching sharp in a Prada in shape and Vans sneakers. For a person who, as soon as found out he taken into consideration Adam Sandler as style icon, it's miles in reality pretty the upgrade. If you study any image of Sandler on a set, or whilst he is in his everyday garments, he is simply the coolest, maximum assured and snug individual you will ever see. I've attempted to evolve that kind of favor now. Pete is regularly visible sporting a cool mashup of colorful sweats, baseball caps, and sneakers. His favored articles of apparel additionally encompass photograph t-shirts. Pete has compared his wacky style feel to his adolescence cloth cabinet all through a 2018 interview with GQ. "I get dressed how I dressed once I turned into like 10, he instructed the site. I'm like, what might be cool? Purple pants. That equal 12 months Vanity Fair dubbed his fashion as Scrumbro-lite in a roundup which additionally branded Jonah Hill and Shia LaBeouf as fellow Scrumbros. The Scumbro wears Patagonia and Crocs, however additionally the modern-day Adidas restricted drop. He in all likelihood performed football in excessive school, however left the group sophomore 12 months due to the fact he turned into busy and via way of means of busy he way skating, the thing explained. Interestingly, Kim's fashion modified as soon as she began out courting her now ex-husband Kanye West, who closely inspired her style picks on the time. Pete's fashion these days struck the eye of H&M, who named him the most recent face in their menswear campaign. Jada Pinkett Smith broadcasts very surprising fulfillment after Will Smith gets unhappy profession information. Despite husband Will Smith's latest Oscars controversy, Jada Pinkett Smith seems to be going from power to power as she introduced her Facebook Watch display. A Red Table Talk has been nominated for 4 Daytime Emmy Awards. The mother of 2 hosts the display along her daughter Willow Smith and found out the thrilling information on her Instagram account. Captioning the post, she wrote, "We are so deeply thankful to the whole RTT-owned circle of relatives for all of your difficult paintings and to our RTT network and your timeless support." In the post, the actress shared an image of her Red Table Talk group, which displayed the gorgeous information. The 50-year antique additionally shared an image of Red Table Talk. The Estefans, that is a spin-off of the hit talk show, hosted via way of means of Gloria, Lily and Emily Estefan, revealing their display has additionally been nominated for 3 Daytime Emmys. Both suggests were nominated in the Outstanding Informative Speak display category. The thrilling information sheds a few a lot wished mild at the Pinkett Smith household after Jada's husband, Will Smith, has had a prime challenge cancelled given that slapping Chris Rock on the Oscars. The Men in Black actor has had some of his tasks paused following the stunning incident, and now it's been showed his comedy collection This Joker has been cancelled. The display turned into featured on streaming platform Roku and produced via way of means of Will and spouse Jada's Westbrook Studios. According to Deadline is aware that the choice had not anything to do with the Oscars incident, wherein Smith slapped comic Chris Rock on stage, however, incredibly uncommon difficulty with timing. Other tasks, which include movies with Netflix and Sony, have reportedly been paused. Apple TV Plus have declined to touch upon their emancipation that is because of be launched this year. Following the Oscars incident, Will has been banned from any Academy occasions for the following decade. Kourtney Kardashian's daughter Penelope heartbroken over mom's engagement to Travis Barker. It wasn't clean for Kourtney Kardashian's daughter Penelope to listen the information approximately her and Travis Barker's engagement. The Kardashians' Thursday episode suggests how Penelope had a response that become not anything much less than heartbreaking. Kourtney defined how Barker were given down on his knee and proposed in the way Kourtney stated yes. She then went directly to rejoice the engagement together along with her dearest ones. Once she become completed with that, she referred to as her kids Rain, 7, Penelope, 9, and Mason, 12, and advised them the information. She stalks her kids together along with her ex Scott Disick. Courtney referred to as Penelope and advised her that she were given engaged to Barker. She gave a alternatively heartbreaking marvel to Penelope. The visitors couldn't see the telesmart display screen, however should make out that Penelope become crying. That is while Kim requested her why she become crying. Courtney have become unhappy as Penelope suddenly reduced the call. Courtney said that Penelope cherished Travis, however took the information hard. She does now no longer apprehend what engagement manner, and she or he would possibly assume it manner taking the mom farfer from the daughter. She went on to mention that it become a good-sized extra D for Penelope, and she or he likely would not recognize what it manner. Finally, her sisters Khloe, Kendall, and Khloe mentioned the problem with Courtney. Khloe said that she is aware of that Scott Disick is aware of, and he stated to her that the Kardashians will now kick him out due to the fact he isn't a nit any greater worried with the family. Disick requested why his kids have been now no longer there on the engagement, however it become later found out that Kris Jenner determined now no longer to inform the kids due to the fact then Disick could recognize in which the notion could be, and that they desired to cover it from him. Khloe went on to mention that Penelope likely thinks that she has to pick among Scott Disick and Travis. That needs to be the purpose for her response. She is aware of she's now no longer dropping her mom, however her dad may be gone. Kanye West takes Japan with Kim Kardashian lookalike GF Cheney Jones and Mrs. Sum's birthday. Kanye West has been very vocal with Inside the Current Beyond approximately looking to be worried together along with his children's lives even after his divorce from Fact TV star Kim Kardashian. So we discover it a little bit curious to peer the rapper jet off midway around the sector together along with his Kim lookalike girlfriend and pass over his son's birthday celebration with Inside the Process. Sam West turns 3 years vintage this coming Monday. However, the fam celebrated matters some days early on Thursday afternoon with an Incredible Hulk-themed shindig for the boy. The birthday celebration itself become a great and imaginative occasion for some, placed on with predominant fanfare just like the Jenner fam continually appears to do. According to social media photographs from the large day, Sam's birthday blanketed a massive inexperienced balloon entrance, an experienced slime station, and a wealthy and experienced birthday cake formed out with inside the shape of a Hulk fist. Smashing. And right here are some extra pictures from the cool and creatively themed and really brightly color coordinated birthday celebration for top measure. Bute become now no longer round, like, now no longer even with inside the identical hemisphere. The 44-year vintage rapper rather opted to trek off to Japan with GF Cheney Jones. On Thursday, the 24-year vintage Instagram influencer took to her social media app of preference to put up a brand new snap of herself with the Jesus Walks performer. In the pic, the couple stood collectively on a on-foot bridge that unnoticed the well-known tree-lined Amadison Road in Tokyo. Later, in accordance to page 6, observant fans noticed West and Jones out and approximately exploring the city, along with the famed Shibuya industrial middle of the Japanese city. That feels like an exquisite journey. And Tokyo is a terrific place but honestly, it's a chunk complicated to us for numerous reasons. For1, Ye has been extraordinarily adamant approximately looking to be worried in own circle of relatives functions even after his breakup from the Skims mogul. Well, Thursday become a own circle of relatives function. Why now no longer attend, that as opposed to visiting to Japan? Of course, perhaps he had to be there for a expert project or something that we don't recognize approximately. Still, the timing makes us wonder. Especially on account that Cheney went along, suggesting the journey become one for fun. Also Japan is beneath predominant journey regulations proper now because of COVID. The Japan Times stated on Thursday night time that the nation's authorities is trying to ease the one's regulations and permit vacationer companies lower back into the use of someday subsequent month. But obviously, Ye and Cheney had been capable of pop in previous to that. Curious, indeed. John Mulaney gave Pete Davidson some hilarious advice for his Kanye West feud even earlier than Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian have become Instagram official. Drama opened up for the couple as Kanye West publicly attacked his ex-wife's new beau. On the song Easy, which became launched on January 16, Ye rapped, "I can beat Pete Davidson's A. Fortunately, the Saturday Night Live famous person became capable of take the menacing lyrics in stride. Pete thinks it is completely hilarious," a supply advised Page 6 on the Time. There became even a silver lining for the brand new couple. The entire craziness with Kanye closing week has delivered Kim and Pete closer, the supply added. Later that month, it became alleged that the Donda artist became spreading rumors that Davidson had reduced in size AIDS, however humans in Ye's camp known as that claim nonsense, according to TMZ. In February, the rapper took to Instagram to lash out towards Kardashian's new boyfriend. Ye published a screenshot to Instagram that became, when you consider that deleted, of an alleged textual content communication among him and Davidson. "And you as a man. I'd by no means get with inside the manner of your children. It's a promise," the comic purportedly wrote, according to Hollywood Life. Shortly after, Ye requested his Instagram fans to bash the King of Staten Island actor in the event that they took place to pass paths. "If every person loves me and my own circle of relatives, in case you see Skeet in actual existence, scream at Elucer on the pinnacle of your lungs and say Kimmy forever," the rapper wrote, according to Billboard. This brought about one in every of Davidson's comedian pals providing hilarious phrases of expertise approximately the general public conflict. Pete Davidson took to the degree to publicly speak his one-manner feud with Kanye West. The comedian spoke approximately the pork even as appearing at Netflix's A Joke, The Festival. He referred to the rumored allegations made with the aid of using Ye. "I had an AIDS scare this year. No, Kanye advised me I had AIDS," Davidson joked. The big-time adolescence actor located humor in how antiquated the one's unique accusations seemed, pronouncing that telling someone you have AIDS is such a 90s, early 2000s thing. Davidson then referred to any other famous comedian gave him recommendation that worried jokingly combating Hearthplace with Hearthplace. "John Mulaney known as me. He's like AIDS. You need to unfold a rumor that he has polio," the SNL famous person stated even as appearing. That became now no longer all Davidson had to mention approximately the Ye situation. The comic joked that he could revel in seeing the rapper pull a playbook out of a famous 90s film playbook in a bid to win Kim Kardashian and his own circle of relatives back. Does all and sundry else secretly wish that Kanye pulls like a Mrs. Doubtfire? Davidson joked, relating to the Robin Williams classic. This became now no longer the primary time Davidson took photographs at Ye even as appearing. In 2018, even as performing on Weekend Update, the comic pleaded with the Flashing Lights artist to take his medication. "Take 'em. There's no disgrace in the medication game. I'm on 'em, take 'em," Davidson stated. "Being mentally unwell isn't an excuse to behave like a jack," he added. Kim Kardashian has been a cultural determinant for nearly decades. Keeping Up with the Kardashians kicked off in 2007, and 20 seasons later, the own circle of relatives determined that it became time to stop. Thanks to the obvious nature of fact TV and the invasion of privateness that social media unavoidably creates, enthusiasts have had regular get-right of entry to Kim K through the years. As such, we have got visible now no longer most effective the adjustments in her non-public existence, however additionally the evolution of her look. Kim went from an entire unknown to a chief force and in lots of ways pioneered the phenomenon of the Instagram influencer. She's additionally emerged as in large part responsible, at the side of her sisters, for shaping the converting aesthetic in our culture, and that is turning into increasingly more apparent. In 2018, Kim gained the Influencer Award on the CFDA Fashion Awards, quipping, "I'm taken aback that I'm triumphing a style award whilst I'm bare maximum of the time." What a high-quality response. It took place once more in 2021. Kim gained Fashion Icon on the People's Choice Awards in early December. "I commenced off as a closet organizer and a stylist, so the reality that I am triumphing a Style Icon award is like a pinch-me moment," Kim stated upon receiving her award, consistent with Fashion magazine. I actually have the ones each unmarried day that designers are inclined to paintings with me. There became a time once they weren't, she stated. It's been an first-rate evolution for the famous person. Inside the saga of Kanye West's adolescence domestic in Chicago. Kanye West has run into problem with the town as he renovates the South Side domestic he grew up in almost many years ago. The tan residence at 7815 S South Shore Drive landed in demolition courtroom docket final 12 months after the town claimed it had risky conditions. The town issued a stop paintings order in February after it stated it located plaster have been eliminated without a constructing allow. Work has resumed, even though plans for the residence are doubtful. Since West's mom owned it extra than 17 years ago, the 1,600 square foot domestic modified arms numerous times, went into foreclosures and languished, even because it turned into featured on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. West's company Donda Services LLC bought it and past due 2018, data display. The Grammy-triumphing rapper lived inside the residence for approximately 8 of his adolescence years, in step with his mom's 2007 memoir, Raising Kanye. Life lessons from the mother of a hip-hop superstar. West's parents, Donda and Ray, divorced in 1980. Donda and Kanye West moved from Atlanta to Chicago quickly thereafter, whilst he turned into 3 years old. Donda West landed a process coaching English at Chicago State University. She stated she and her son lived in a Roseland vicinity rental earlier than eyeing the house on South Shore Drive. At the time, she turned into relationship Ulysses B. Blakely, or Bucky as she referred to as him in her book. I turned into torn, West wrote. I simply desired that residence and I couldn't come up with the money for it via way of means of myself. But there has been no manner I should see myself staying with a person due to the fact I wished him, or placing Bucky right into a state of affairs that I knew he didn't want. Blakely instructed the Tribune they ended up shopping for the house collectively for approximately $40,000 in past due 1981. The residence buy occurred, he stated, due to the fact he stayed on the West's rental, even as Donda participated in a 9-week studies task in India. The landlord located out and terminated the West lease, Blakely stated. When she got here back, she and Kanye got here to stay with me in my rental in Evanston, stated Blakely, now 69. My rental in Evanston turned into a pleasant bedroom rental, however now no longer for 2 adults and a baby, and all of the crap that we had blended collectively. That's how the residence simply got here approximately. We had now no longer simply deliberate to stay collectively so quickly after meeting, however it wasn't a trouble at all. Blakely recalled the residence had a bedroom off the kitchen, a baby's bedroom, an upstairs move slowly area that wished paintings, a dwelling room, a eating room and an unfinished basement. He stated Donda West introduced insulation, changed windows, established a brand new set of stairs, and made different fixes. I didn't understand it, however South Shore, and particularly South Shore Drive, in which we lived, turned into considered the SH, a prestigious vicinity and a coveted a part of town, West wrote. We have been inside taking walks distance of Lake Michigan and are outdoor sponsored as much as Rainbow Park. It's inside the kitchen of that residence that Kanye talks approximately kneeling at the kitchen ground and saying, Mama, I'm gonna love you till you don't harm no extra. Blakely most effective lived inside the domestic for some years. He stated he and West split and he signed the residence over to her, even though they remained friends. Cook County Recorder of Deeds data display Blakely signed the give-up declare deed in 1985. A digital Digicom group observed Kanye West as he visited the house with Jay-Z in 2011. He confirmed off the significant yard, in which he stated his own circle of relatives stored a pen for his or her dog, Genius. The residence, which turned into constructed round 1905, in step with the Cook County Assessor's office, sits on a 7,000 square foot lot. West praised the clean get admission to Rainbow Beach Park. He attended Chicago State's preschool and Vanderpool Elementary Magnet School, inside the Beverly neighborhood. When he turned into 10 years old, in 1987, he and his mom lived in China for 12 months, so she should educate English as a part of an alternate application among Chicago State and Nanjing University. They back to the South Shore domestic, however now no longer for lengthy. Donda West stated her son had a run-in with a few boys at Rainbow Beach Park. She stated they demanded his motorcycle, he refused, and one youngster slashed the motorcycle tire with a knife. Call it black flight or whatever, I turned into geared up to go. What if the following step turned into to recruit him for a few gang or something? I wasn't having it. It didn't take lengthy to locate the residence in Blue Island, West wrote. She stated her boyfriend Willie Scott, whom she refers to as Scotty, bought a Blue Island domestic for the three of them to stay. Records display Scott offered the residence on Longwood Drive in 1990. After Scott and West separated, she and her son moved to Tinley Park. Donda West offered the South Shore domestic for $121,000 in 2003, much less than 12 months earlier than Kanye launched his debut studio album, The College Dropout. It's doubtful why she held on to that domestic whilst she lived elsewhere, however she wrote in her e-book that she turned into taught that proudly owning your private home is something which you definitely ought to do. Donda West died in 2007 after present-process beauty surgery. Rapper activist Kris Smith, who grew up with West and turned into near together along with his mom, Rimafist's then-wife, Donnie, and West released Donda's House, a non-profit kids' arts organization, in 2013. That equal 12 months, West registered Donda Services LLC in New York, data display. Donda's House bought the South Shore domestic in 2016 to show it right into a network arts incubator. However, the organization stated in 2017 the residence needed to be demolished as it suffered from extensive structural damage. It had already long gone via foreclosures years earlier then. The drama continued. In May 2018, Rimafist were given right into a Twitter spat with West's wife, Kim Kardashian, after he claimed West left out Donda's House. The organization introduced it turned into converting its call from Donda's House to Art of Culture. West, Kardashian and their eldest daughter, North visited the South Shore domestic in September 2018 as they filmed Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The episode, which aired in March 2019, additionally confirmed West and Kardashian smoothing matters over with Rimafist. The town, meanwhile, took note of the South Shore residence. It stated it located roof damage, lacking siding and troubles with the stairs, amongst different alleged problems. In July 2018, Donda's House offered the residence to Donda Services for $225,000 in December 2018, data display. The town filed the demolition courtroom docket grievance in January 2019, with Donda's House and Donda Services indexed as defendants over the last 12 months. Neither organization's representatives backed Tribune requests for comment. A listening to at the case turned into scheduled for May 6, however it turned into driven to July 15 due to the coronavirus. A spokeswoman for the town regulation branch stated there can be inspections till the alleged violations are fixed. Work keeps on the house. The town authorized a allow in October 2019 to update the roof, a allow in November 2019 to restoration electric wiring, and a upkeep allow in April 2020, almost months after the stop paintings order turned into issued. An administrative listening to at the stop paintings order is scheduled for May 22. A $750 first rate turned into paid May 8, data display. What's subsequent for the house is doubtful, as is whether or not West and Rimafist are operating collectively at the upkeep. A task supervisor indexed on a current constructing allow utility referred inquiries to Rimafist. He did now no longer go back messages, nor did Donnie Belcher, who served as government director of Donda's House. Rimafist and Belcher divorced final 12 months, Cook County data display. She lives in Minnesota and has charted a brand new profession path. Blakely stated he doesn't hold in contact with Kanye. However, he these days heard approximately his buy of the house. I understand he has fond recollections of the time that we have been there, Blakely stated. He can indulge himself, and that's why he's doing it. Kris Jenner busted by fans, faking interest in Travis Barker? Was Kris Jenner busted through fanatics for faking hobby in Travis Barker? They're trolling the matriarch for bragging approximately him. She cited that her Destiny's Son in Regulation is certainly considered one among the most important bands with inside the world. Yet, fanatics aren't shopping for it. They suppose she grew to become to Google to drop a few compliments approximately him. In the state-of-the-art episode of the brand-new Hulu series, The Kardashians, fanatics additionally observed that Kourtney's children have been now no longer worried in her engagement birthday party. Despite the elephant inside the room, fanatics nevertheless notion the birthday party turned into sweet. Kris turned into very glad approximately Kourtney getting engaged. However, fanatics don't suppose what Kris stated approximately Travis turned into sincere. Read directly to Study Extra. In one scene, Kris Jenner attempted to show off her excitement approximately Travis and Kourtney's engagement news. The Blink-182 drummer made her proud whilst he visited her overdue husband's grave to get his blessing. Kris admitted that she likes Travis a touch extra than Kourtney's ex-boyfriend Scott Disick. Travis is certainly considered one among the most important bands inside the world, Kris Jenner stated. Fans observed her feedback approximately Kourtney's fiancé funny. They took to Reddit to talk about that second and to mock her for bragging approximately him. Some fanatics have a sense that Kris is handiest faking hubby and Travis to assuage her eldest daughter. Some fanatics couldn't assist however protect Travis Barker and his band. They argued that Blink-182 offered tens of thousands and thousands of facts in a time whilst there has been no streaming. Others questioned if Blink turned into ever huge because the Beatles. One fan joked that Kris Jenner likely stated the primary aspect she noticed whilst she googled Travis Barker accomplishments. Fans additionally couldn't prevent speaking approximately Kourtney's children now no longer being there for his or her mom's huge second. Travis fell in love with the mom of 3 of their quick time together. He desired to do matters historically despite the fact that the couple has an unconventional dating. He even visited the grave of the overdue Rob Kardashian to have his non-secular blessings. Kris Jenner turned into manifestly emotional through Travis's gesture. So have been fanatics as they pointed out that second on social media. While fanatics cherished the whole thing approximately the couple's engagement, a few observed that Kourtney's 3 children, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, weren't worried. Scott even mentioned they have been upset and didn't recognize why they weren't there. Scott hopes their kids will attend the couple's wedding. He additionally hopes they'll enlarge an invitation to him as well. Some fanatics suppose Travis had something to do with it. They've already observed the pink flags of their dating at the show. Justin Bieber can apparently never buy a new Ferrari again. When it involves the cream of the crop of sports activities vehicles, few manufacturers can rival the luxurious and pedigree that Ferrari gives consumers. The iconic Italian vehicles are a cult phenomenon of their personal right, and you would be difficult-pressed to look any celeb who loves vehicles shrink back from the brand's offerings. One celeb with a penchant for instant unusual vehicles is Justin Bieber, who famously became arrested for racing a Lamborghini inside the streets of Miami lower back in 2014, in keeping with the BBC. Now, Lamborghini's largest competitor, Ferrari, has reputedly blacklisted the singer from shopping any automobiles from them. But why? Here's what we understand approximately Justin's state of affairs with Ferrari, because it presently stands. The information of Justin's blacklisting with the aid of using the Unusual Vehicle organization became first stated with the aid of using the Italian outlet Il Giornale. According to the publication, Justin has been barred from shopping for or riding Ferrari vehicles henceforth because of the manner he has behaved with the Ferraris he has owned inside the past. Ferrari could be very strict approximately who can personal their vehicles and the extent of upkeep and care that they anticipate from the one's owners. Essentially, this isn't always your run-of-the-mill vehicle brand. Because in their deep ardor for the automobiles that they create, Ferrari does not take too kindly to humans mistreating the vehicles. In Justin's case, he seemingly stuck the brand's interest with the aid of performing some less than best matters together along with his 2011 Ferrari 458. Justin at the beginning bought the brand new automobile lower back in 2011, and it has visible pretty an eventful decade. Most famously, Justin as soon as misplaced the sports activities vehicle for weeks after partying too difficult in Beverly Hills, in keeping with the drive. On pinnacle of that, Justin took that identical Ferrari to West Coast Customs, the TV display and frame store of the identical call, to have it retrofitted with a Liberty Walk frame package and repainted electric-powered blue. Back in 2016, Justin flexed the newly changed Ferrari in an Instagram flick alongside West Coast Customs famous person Ryan Friedlinghaus. Eventually, the automobile became auctioned off in 2017. Per Il Giornale, Justin's erratic conduct as a Ferrari proprietor has disillusioned the brand, which has moved to bar him from being a consumer ever again. As of the time of writing, neither Justin nor Ferrari have issued professional statements at the matter. Justin is some distance from by myself and phrases of high-profile celebrities who have been blacklisted with the aid of using Ferrari. Some different massive names are becoming on Ferrari's horrific side, consistent with the outlet, inclusive of actor Nicolas Cage, rapper 50 Cent, and Kim Kardashian. The ban is probably hard on Justin, who has owned more than one Ferrari over the years. Nonetheless, with a fleet that consists of Rolls-Royces, Maseratis, and different high give-up labels, the singer simply has different alternatives in relation to getting around. Rihanna stars in A$AP Rocky's new video, DMB, a classic ghetto love tale. A$AP Rocky has dropped his new single DMB through A$AP Worldwide Polo Grounds Music RCA Records. However, the headlines will absolute confidence move to Rihanna, who stars with inside the video and is making her first look in a music-associated video in years. The video is defined as an ode to the conventional love tale, with Rocky and Rihanna depicting actual journey-or-die characters in a dedicated courting notwithstanding their circumstances. The track is a musically truthful Rocky track, however the video is something else entirely. As its Miles defined, a love tale related to Rocky and Rihanna as a couple of city hustlers, with a couple of one-of-a-kind settings and computer graphics that variety from Rocky getting arrested and later freed and greeted ecstatically via way of means of Rihanna to a high-elegance dinner wherein Rihanna comically pushes away a waitress who's reputedly supplying something unacceptable, and in the end to what seems to be their wedding, with Rocky in a chic fit and Rihanna in a lovable crimson dress, albeit with inside the humble placing of what seems like an undertaking hallway. There also are scenes of Rihanna smoking a blunt, however the statement notes that the video became shot in New York closing summer, possibly earlier than she became pregnant with the kid that she and Rocky are waiting for imminently. The clip closes with a few bold computer graphics on the end, with a slow movement jerkily reduced collection of photographs that act as a form of preface of the video and the character's love tale. Lyrically, it's a love track as well, despite the fact that it's loaded with the B phrase and references to guns, blunts and extra. First I notion it wasn't nothing the track begins, courtesy genius.com. Probably assume I wanna hit and run bad women wanna have fun, I don't need no goody two shoes I ain't no priest, I ain't gon' preach I ain't need no goody, however she nonetheless reward Jesus. Although the video's plotline is fictitious, the comparisons among the characters with inside the video and Rocky's recent and real lifestyle's prison troubles, paired with Rihanna's journey-or-die attitude, gave the video an additional buzz. The equal is going for the completing scenes, wherein Rocky is visible posing "Marry Me?" throughout his golden grill as Rihanna sports activities and I do, leaving lovers speculating approximately the pair's real marital status. However, there's loads extra to unpack with inside the video, and a couple of narratives will possibly be spun with inside the coming hours and days. The video became written, directed and government produced via way of means of A$AP Rocky Farage. The tune became produced via way of means of Lord Flacco, Skepta, Shlomo, Hector Delgado and Kelvin Crash, with extra manufacturing via way of means of D33J. Pete Davidson took aim at Kanye West during a Netflix comedy festival. During his first stand-up comedy unique in over years, Pete Davidson roasted Kanye West, and on May 6, Netflix sooner or later launched the whole clip. The Saturday Night Live famous person, who's been courting West's ex Kim Kardashian seeing that remaining fall, started out via way of means of addressing his clearly bizarre year, which includes what he stated as an AIDS scare throughout his April 29 Netflix is a joke festival set. After insisting that he hasn't been sharing needles, doing heroin, or having heaps of unprotected sex, Davidson explained, "No. Kanye informed me I had AIDS. And he's a genius. So, I become like, oh, FCK. I become like, I hire name my doctor. The man who made College Dropout thinks I actually have AIDS." In January, DJ Academics claimed on Twitch that he'd heard from 8 human beings that West becomes seeking to unfold the AIDS rumor. Soon afterward, TMZ and Page 6 pronounced the equal information through unnamed sources. However, an insider near the rapper, known as the unfounded claims nonsense on the time. Even so, Davidson joked throughout his Netflix set that he visited a doctor's workplace anyway, simply to make sure Genius West wasn't right. "So a document informed me I don't have AIDS," he quipped, adding, "I simply appear like I actually have it. So it's a very exclusive element." Because the HIV/AIDS epidemic became at its peak with inside the 1980s, Davidson discovered that West's alleged diss became such an old faculty element to mention. He stated that even friend John Mulaney known as him with a comparable thought. He's like, AIDS? You need to unfold a rumor that he has polio, Davidson informed the sold-out crowd at Hollywood's Fonda Theater. Having sooner or later addressed West's behavior, Davidson additionally requested attendees, if anybody else secretly hopes that Kanye pulls, like, a Mrs. Doubtfire, referencing the 1993 film wherein Robin Williams' character, a newly separated father, attire as an aged lady housekeeper to be able to spend time together along with his youngsters. I come domestic in the future and they're like, this is the brand new housekeeper. And he's like, what's up, fam? Davidson added, imitating the Grammy winner, who stalks youngsters North, 8, Saint, 6, Chicago, 4, and Psalm, 2, with Kardashian. Admitting that the general public feud has been a clearly bizarre element to head through, the King of Staten Island famous person additionally shared that his buddies don't even recognize what recommendation to present him. After West again and again burdened him on social media, after which regarded to kidnap, tie up, and bury him alive in his Easy Tune video, cherished ones may want to best provide their support. And even as Davidson's pal Jack Harlow become featured on West's Louis Baggs tune this year, the comic holds no difficult feelings. If longtime friend Bill Burr had been to ever attend one in all West Sunday service events, though, Davidson's feeling is probably hurt, he joked. Finding pores and skin care merchandise which might be cruelty-free, affordable and have powerhouse substances can now and again experience like a challenge. Thankfully, UK primarily based Totally Logo Fasa Theory exams all 3 boxes, and their Regenicum Pro Serum, which has over 1,500 rave evaluations on their site, lives as much as the hype. I've constantly been hesitant to feature retinol to my pores and skin care ordinary for no actual motive aside from the reality that it appeared intimidating. Since I love masses of Face Theory's different merchandise, I use their lip balm and face mist more than 1 instances a day. I determined to present their cult favorite retinol treatment of attempt, and I'm satisfied to record that I become pleasantly surprised. I love incorporating serums into my ordinary and clearly preferred the texture of this one. It wasn't sticky or overly slippery, and it didn't tablet below my moisturizer. The all-herbal formula, which incorporates substances like stabilized nutrition C, licorice extract, and dill extract, is excellent, powerful, so a small quantity is going an extended way. As with many retinol merchandise, the logo recommends constructing up your tolerance over time. As a retinol newbie, I used the Regenicum Pro Serum 2 times every week throughout my middle of the night ordinary for the primary weeks, then improved to a few programs in step with week. My pores and skin is mildly touchy to sure substances, so I become satisfied to peer that this product didn't purpose any breakouts or flare-ups. After some weeks, there has been a sizable distinction in how my pores and skin regarded. I determined myself choosing no makeup days greater frequently than not. I wasn't getting as many random breakouts as I typically do, and my pores and skin's texture become plenty greater even. For a $30 bottle as a way to remaining pretty an extended time, it's easily one of the internet's excellent splendor deals. If you need to attempt it, you may rating 15% off your buy via way of means of the usage of the code BUSTLE15 at checkout. A sudden occasion brought on the modern-day Keith dating milestone, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson confirmed up on the 2022 White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday, April 30 and regarded beautiful as they walked their first purple carpet together. Though he regarded dapper in a fit, and she or he become glamorous in a glowing Balenciaga gown, reactions on Twitter had been divided, to mention the least. Like their romance itself, their purple carpet debut appears to have stimulated a love it or hate it response. Kardashian confirmed off her complete appearance on Instagram, which featured the paintings of hairstylist Chris Appleton and makeup artist Mario Dedivanovic. To supplement her eye-catching, curve-hugging gown, the famous person of the show, frankly, she wore long, unfastened curls, understated makeup, and minimalist Lorraine Schwartz jewelry. As sister Khloe summed it up in Kardashian's comments, "What a glamour puss." Friend Lola Anthony additionally agreed, writing, "I mean, might be my fave appearance on you. This is it," along Severa hard eyes images. Davidson, too, regarded ready carpet ready. His black fit, white get-dressed shirt, and thin black tie suit in on the occasion, even as his black and white footwear gave his outfit a greater laid-back vibe. It become ideal for a comic at a political occasion. On Twitter, some of human beings cherish the pair's purple carpet looks too. One character credited Kardashian with what they see as a new and advanced model of Davidson. "Kim clearly became Pete up," they tweeted. "That guy is showering, tanning and sporting tailor-made suits." Others couldn't assist however gush approximately the couple. "They're simply on an exclusive vibe, and I love it," one fan wrote after expressing their desire that Kardashian and Davidson in no way end. Yet another character didn't recognize how or why the well-known couple become on the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and yet that they'd no trouble with it. Scott Disick and Rebecca Donaldson relax during Miami getaway a month after red carpet debut. Scott Disick and Rebecca Donaldson have been photographed collectively at the same time as traveling in Miami, 1 month when they attended the Kardashians' Most Excellent collectively. Khloe Kardashian reflects on tough conversations with Scott Disick. Things appear to be heating up between Scott Disick and new girlfriend Rebecca Donaldson. They have been photographed putting out on their motel room balcony in Miami on May 6. The model, 27, wore a neon crimson bikini beneath an open white button-down shirt. Scott, 38, sported a black t-shirt, matching baseball cap and tie-dye sweatpants. They have been additionally joined through a girl buddy at the balcony. The who have now no longer commented on their romance, made their joint crimson carpet debut in April on the Most Excellent of the brand new Hulu truth show The Kardashians. Kourtney Kardashian, her fiancé Travis Barker, and her own circle of relatives additionally attended the event. A supply later informed E! News that Scott seeing Kourtney so glad in a dating became a turning factor for him, adding, "He needs the equal and desires to settle down." The insider stated Scott is smitten with Rebecca and is very serious approximately relationship her. He reduce all ties with different ladies he became seeing and speaking to attention on his dating with Rebecca, the supply stated. He without a doubt likes her and needs a long-time girlfriend. The first few episodes of The Kardashians report Kourtney and Travis's romance, an October 2021 engagement as nicely as Scott's emotions approximately their dating and his very own love lifestyles as he keeps to co-figure children Mason Disick, 12, Penelope Disick, 9, and Rain Disick, 7, together along with his ex. On the Most Excellent episode of the series, Scott, who dated Sophia Richie, 23, and then Amelia Hamlin, 20, after his 2015 breakup from The Truth, informed Khloe Kardashian, not that Kourtney's were given her lifestyles with Travis, as tough because it does deliver me an area to sooner or later be capable of pass on. If I need to locate any person actual and serious, and a person I might honestly spend my lifestyles with, it must be any person, to which Khloe then chimed in, more age appropriate. Scott then joked, yeah, like, you know, higher 20s. He then continued, but now no longer over 30. Oh fine, anything. 30. I do not care. Anything it is. If I love any person, does not count their age, now no longer certain approximately that. Kanye West claims Pete Davidson texted him and bragged about sleeping with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West's divorce drama continues. On Sunday morning, Ye-Lo were back to Instagram to name out Kim Kardashian over ongoing custody issues. In a sequence of posts, he over again slammed Kim for permitting their daughter North to apply TikTok. He shared a screenshot from North's current TikTok to Machine Gun Kelly, and Willow Smith's emo girl even is accusing Kim of antagonizing him. I instructed y'all earlier than approximately this TikTok stuff now my 8-12 months vintage on right here making a song she fell in love with an emo girl, he wrote. Leftists don't need fathers to don't have any say in our young children lives I don't need my children at godless Sierra Canyon College I were given a voice, and I'm now no longer having this. He additionally threatened violence in opposition to comic D.L. Hewley, who these days accused Ye of stalking his estranged wife. I'm an actual character who wishes the first rate for my youngsters and D.L. Hewley is a pawn, he added. Yeah, I recognize a king now no longer speculated to deal with a pawn, however I deal with the whole lot, and locate addresses DL so don't communicate on me, or my youngsters I can come up with the money for to harm you. In some other video, he persisted his tirade in opposition to Kim. I am a father, I recognize y'all don't appreciate fathers, and the concept of own circle of relatives, and the media attempts to sell something. I stated I am now no longer permitting my daughter to be utilized by TikTok, to be utilized by Disney. I even have a say-so. He additionally claims that as the daddy he has much less say in his youngsters' lives, inclusive of what college they attend. There's no such element as 50-50 custody in society today. It constantly leans toward the mom. But proper now, and I'm glad which you men were given to look only a small piece of what I dealt with. He stated that he flew his children out to Miami to look his Donda 2 performance, however he became knowledgeable via way of means of Kim that North could now no longer be at the plane. This is the type of stuff that's similar to the Chicago birthday party, he stated earlier than list different activities North has ignored inclusive of a current sport for Donda Academy's basketball crew Donda Doves. He says he rescheduled today's Sunday service to house his children, however he became knowledgeable that North had a sleepover and might be lacking out at the event. I moved the Sunday service up to 10 a.m. in order that I can visit Saints football sport at 12:30, moved the whole element. Amid his custody issues, he acquired assist from buddies inclusive of Tory Lanez. The first-rate recommendation were given proper now became from Tory Lanez and he simply stated to wish and ask for God to talk via me, stated Ye. Khloe Kardashian was hopeful about her future with Tristan Thompson. Khloe Kardashian had when you consider that found out that ex-boyfriend Tristan Thompson isn't always the person for her, despite the fact that they'd a lovely daughter together. You can't fault her for being hopeful in some unspecified time in the future in their on and off courting. On the modern episode of The Kardashians which aired on Hulu on May 5, visitors seemed again at a time, while the Truth super mega celebrity and the basketball participant had been looking to provide their courting any other go. In the episode, Tristan had flown again to Los Angeles after being away for work to be there for Travis Barker's notion to Kourtney Kardashian. The notion came about in October. Fans can keep in mind that Tristan and Khloe had break up at the start of 2021. But with inside the episode, Khloe regarded positive approximately their future. We're appropriate. We're definitely in a simply appropriate place. We simply were given again together, she stated at some stage in a confessional. He's been going to remedy plenty. There's simply been a number of attempts on his part. The episode additionally confirmed Khloe and Tristan placing out at domestic with their 4-year antique daughter True Thompson. It's so a laugh, while Tristan's right here, the good American tycoon continued. I mean, he's an awesome father. True has her workouts, and she or he loves having them with each of her parents, and it's so awesome to peer that pleasure on her face. Khloe and Tristan had damaged up and reconciled numerous instances during the last few years. Looking again at their history, which protected his beyond dishonest scandals, Khloe informed the cameras, I've been via a lot with Tristan. We each have. He's been via plenty as well. The fact is that we're constantly operating on ourselves. We are going to remedy. And listen, even child steps are steps. So, I'm simply hoping for a bit development each unmarried day. And she desired to make matters work. I love it's now no longer simply talk, Khloe informed Kim. I'm now no longer simply, believing the whole lot he's telling me. He's definitely displaying me. You know, I actually have a lot religion and simply, wish in our future. In January, Tristan admitted he'd fathered an infant with Marilee Nichols. In an apology published to Instagram, the athlete referred to Khloe doesn't deserve the heartache and humiliation he's caused. "You don't deserve the manner I've dealt with you over the years," he continued. "My movements clearly have now no longer covered up with the manner I view you. I actually have the maximum recognize and love for you. Regardless of what you can suppose. Again, I am so extraordinarily sorry." Khloe Kardashian has moved on, however. It's herbal to tour down reminiscence lane each as soon as in a while, Khloe did, and with that, she found out that her ex Tristan Thompson isn't the man for her. Don't get it twisted there. Due to the fact Khloe admitted that Tristan is a great man and an awesome dad, however he simply isn't the man for her. She stated so on ABC News special that aired on April 6. "I nonetheless suppose he's an awesome man and an awesome dad," Khloe stated. "He's simply now no longer the man for me." Be certain to seize up on the whole lot taking place with Khloe Kardashian proper now. Come again right here regularly for all of the Khloe Kardashian spoilers, news, and updates. Kendall Jenner reveals BF Devin Booker is her phone lock screen. Kendall Jenner, 26, flaunted her love for her boyfriend Devin Booker on May 5. The version took to her Instagram tail to sell Thursday's episode of her family's fact display, The Kardashians on Hulu, and discovered she has the 25-year antique basketball participant as her pictograph for her phone's lock screen. The submit protected a screenshot of the lock screen, which confirmed a black and white percent of the lower back of Devin's status in his white basketball jersey, in addition to a reminder that the display's new episode turned into airing on Hulu. "A new episode of The Kardashians is now on Hulu," the reminder read. The screenshot additionally confirmed the time, 5:05, in addition to the day and date, Thursday, May 5. Kendall didn't upload any textual content to the submit, however it turned into clean to peer. She turned into displaying help for each her bow and her display. Before her modern public show of affection for Devin, Kendall wowed at the 2022 Met Gala on May 2. She wore a black sheer tank pinnacle and a high-waisted, poofy ruffled skirt as she stored her hair down with bleached eyebrows. Although many lovers had been hoping to peer Devin with the aid of using her facet for the large event, a supply these days advised us that he could maximum possibly now no longer be there due to an harm that has these days stored him out of video games together, along with his basketball team, the Phoenix Suns. As a lot as Devin would really like to be there to help Kendall at the Met Gala, don't anticipate him to make an appearance, the insider exclusively advised Hollywood Life earlier than the gala. Right now, Devin is handling a hamstring pressure which he suffered ultimate week, so he's been compelled to take a seat down out the Beyond Few playoff video games. Kendall and Devin first commenced relationship in 2020 and went Instagram public with it in February 2021. Since then, they've nonetheless stored their romance quite personal for the maximum element, however, aren't afraid to every so often display off their adoration for every different via social media snapshots and/or PDA-filled public outings. Kris Jenner says she's looking forward to a fabulous Mother's Day brunch with her family. The Kardashians' famous person tells people all approximately Sunday's vacation, even is selling her emblem safely. Kris Jenner is gearing up for one appropriate Mother's Day. Speaking with people even as selling her emblem safely, the Kardashians' momager says she is excited to revel in a few own circle of relatives' time on Sunday. Typically, Jenner, 66, says her own circle of relatives' Mother's Day celebration normally entails of appropriate breakfast or brunch, further to first-class time with the own circle of relatives, and simply doing surely nothing. Though the own circle of relatives has but to complete running out info for his or her celebration, Jenner says one issue is certain. We're simply all going to be collectively. We can be with inside the desert or we can be in LA, but we are normally usually collectively and we simply have an excellent time, she explains, adding, we are usually having an excellent time collectively. Jenner is the proud mom of 6 children: Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, and Rob Kardashian, and grandmother of 11 grandkids. Keeping Song of Everybody can show to be a chunk of a challenge, as Jenner discovered in advance this week while she by accident blended up her grandson Saint and Sam West's birthdays. We are the maximum prepared own circle of relatives you may ever meet, and I nevertheless failed to get it right. She tells people. But vacations, Jenner notes, are correct practice. We've had more than one vacations collectively, more than one Easters and more than one Christmases. So, it has been a lot fun. It definitely is. I mean, the extra the merrier. That's how it smiles over here, she adds. Jenner's Safely emblem is a set of mild and less expensive plant primarily based totally cleansing solutions to be had at Walmarts throughout the country. Fans of the Kardashian-Jenner-owned circle of relatives can observe them on their new Hulu show The Kardashians. The show's April 14 debut marked the largest U.S. Optimum with inside the streaming service's history in accordance to Variety. Stephen Curry is losing vast amounts of money to his mother every time he steps foot at the court. Stephen Curry is one of the maximum famous faces of the NBA. Like each high-quality participant, his early days with inside the league weren't as dominant. Not most effective did he enhance later on, however he become a overdue bloomer in excessive faculty as properly. During his transition years, his mom performed a massive function in enhancing his universal performance. Curry became an injury-inclined participant throughout his preliminary 3-4 seasons. Not most effective did he need to address his injury, however additionally maintain up together along with his universal performance. It become to a degree, whilst the Warriors' notion approximately buying and selling him. But he did come lower back higher than ever. Seeing Steph enhance, his mom decided to make a deal that could assist him get higher at his sport. For every turnover Steph could devote after 3 turnovers, his mom could price him $100. This had Steph attempt to devote no greater than 3 turnovers. Though it didn't pass as predicted initially. In the 2013-14 season, Curry had 11 turnovers with inside the second sport of the season. Before anything, this meant $800 into Sonia Curry's financial institution account. Though Steph stated that he stopped sending her the checks more than 1 year ago. Despite 11 turnovers as opposed to the Clippers, he had 38 points, 9 assists, and made 9 threes that sport. He became one help brief of what could have been a notorious triple-double of his career. Curry made his playoff debut in 2013. Till the 2013-14 season, the Warriors couldn't get beyond the second round. By that point Curry had significantly advanced his conditioning and capturing and led the Dubs to a championship in 2015. After paying $100 for each turnover to his mom, Curry signed a $201 million settlement extension in 2017. Not most effective, that however in 2021 he signed some other settlement extension in an effort to maintain him with inside the bay through the 2025-26 season worth $215 million. Steph is presently the very best paid participant with inside the league, earning $45.7 million in 2022. Being the very best paid, Curry has performed like one as properly with memorable performances this season. Thanks for watching till the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like and comments so we pull forward with more updates. Stay blessed and stay tuned for more. See you next time.